It's the Jeju ants, bro. It's the Khmer ants, literally. That's wild. Like, your guys' defense is not working. You need to keep your mages protected. How you let them get jumped like that? That's embarrassing.
These fools could never make me sweat.
Bro, this man is sitting here like while his intestines are getting eaten out. He's sitting here reflecting on life, bro. Like you're done. Yeah, he should have came in the beginning. That's crazy though. Like maybe it would be okay to live in the soul leveling world because even though I might get my intestines eaten by a giant ant, if a healer shows up in time, he can heal that shit. Nobody can heal my intestines in this timeline. A big ass mysterious door just opened. You're in a double dungeon, and then all of the torches just ignited. I like, is this y'all's first raid? Like, I just feel like you should be a little bit more precautious. I don't know. A fucking laser. That's insane, bro. Incinerated. Was melting the floor necessary? Oh yeah, that nigga lost his arm, bro. He ain't getting that shit back either. I'm actually surprised, bro. I'm surprised. I just watched a healer heal a nigga that was getting eaten out by an ant paws. So how can his arm not get restored? Is that just like a full decapitation too much? I don't know. Like, like how much of the body needs to be intact? Because he never gets his arm back. That bitch acting like D class. That's why she's with all these low class people, because even though she's such a powerful healer, she's such a bitch. Like she's so afraid of everything that she has to go in low level dungeons. So she's not built to go into a double dungeon. The guy at the beginning, oh, he was an S rank healer. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. The guy who did that was S rank. Yeah, they need to find that nigga, bro. Like he shouldn't even go into, like he should just be a doctor. Like he should just be healing everybody who goes through that shit. Like, I feel like that just seems like a disservice. Like imagine, I mean, I guess this is just real life. Like there's a cure for cancer, but niggas still die from that shit. But like, imagine if you got no arm and there's a dude who can just literally give you your whole arm back and he gonna just let you go your whole. I guess we can't heal every armless nigga on the planet, but I don't know. Why not? Niggas can line up. But I guess, yeah, if we were living in a capitalistic society, I don't think they would do that shit for free. That's fucked though. I don't know. Hey, look, if I am an S rank healer, if we all awaken and I become an S rank healer, y'all niggas can line up outside. I will heal your arms for free personally. I just think that's fucked up. He got his own issues. He got his own shit to take care of. I mean, hey, that's some real shit though. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey, look, I got my own shit to heal. Okay. Drop me 50K tip. Yeah, hey, look, the tip jar open is somebody trying to donate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, honestly, here's what it is. Here's what we'll say, right? If I give you your whole arm back for free, then you're just indebted to me for life. Like if I need something. If this man can melt the floor, that's beyond S rank. I don't even know if an S rank could take this statue. I hate when anime got the fire ass fights in the opening and then the show don't even look like that. Yo, already this opening look, I mean, I guess that's what an opening is for. I get that because they're gonna be reusing it. But like, I feel like this opening, if anything, this opening is at least showing what the animators are capable of because this shit is crazy. This man was breakdancing on niggas, bro. Yeah, it's crazy. I knew that was gonna happen, but still, we didn't even see the laser. This man got deleted. He got alt F4'd. He was talking about his speed, bro. And then the statue said, say less. I'm gonna let you know how quick these eyes are. Yes, all right, Sung is the weakest hunter, but there's sort of a benefit to that because since he's the weakest hunter, he has to go through the most shit. So that means he's just got the strongest will. Like, as you see, all these other hunters, they're higher ranked than him, but the moment shit hits the fan, they all start tweaking. They all start tripping out, and he's the only one who can stay level-headed and think of a possible solution. Since he literally, like, a lot of these hunters have probably never actually been mortally wounded to that extent, like Sung, because they're strong enough to protect themselves. But with Sung, yeah, he has a healer, but like that doesn't mean that shit don't hurt every time. This nigga basically has died several times already. Like, he's the weakest, but he's been through the most crazy shit. That's what I'm saying. So like, he has the strongest willpower at that point. This nigga dies daily, bro. This is just another day of the week for him. He said, look, I get stabbed by goblins, so this shit ain't nothing. Like, it was too comfy and Sung Jin-woo never got that chance to relax. I know, he stay ready, so you don't gotta get ready. Like, oh, there go the smile. Oh, nah, see, at that point, at that point, I'm gonna just stay down, bro. No, nigga, see, look. Honestly, I feel like the statue just wanted rewarded whoever could follow fucking instructions. Because every time something changes, right? First you had a homeboy with the shoes who thought he could outrun it, right? So disrespectful, he wasn't listening. And then even when Sung informs everybody, yo, we need to bow, we need to revere God, right? Then you get this dude who was like, even after they bowed, he's like, oh, we good now. Like, bro, we didn't get the next instructions yet. You don't even know, bro. you don't know what's going on. Like, especially with this guy, he has a family to feed. He needs to be more cautious. Why he getting up laughing like a nigga didn't just think he could get out and got sliced, and the nigga thought he could run away, got deleted, and now his bitch ass think, oh, we can stand up now. Yo, let's wait a little bit to see what happens before we jump to conclusions. Like, the door's still closed. I wouldn't get too excited. Oh shit, that nigga is standing up. This man's still smiling too. This man thought he could pray. Oh shit, he about to get stepped on. Bro knew the wrong prayer. She about to get stepped on too. That's crazy. Nobody tried to save her. Like, damn, that shit started dripping. Yeah, you're done. This is not a child-friendly anime. Oh shit, oh shit. I mean, I don't need every scene. Like, that's just not practical. Like, you have to understand that. First of all, there's certain scenes that don't need to be animated like that. It's just unnecessary. It'll just overwork the animators for no reason. It's just important that you animate those specific scenes properly. Like, you have a lot of anime where they just do a lot of panning or just like, you know, just basic shots. That's why we like anime. You know what I'm saying? Because they get to put all the effort into stuff that matters. And then we can just get some basic animation for the stuff that is just exposition or world building. Mama was way better, or is it because when I watched it? Yo, let's hold off on judging the anime just yet. We're on the second. This is what I don't like, honestly. I don't like how niggas are like that, bro. People will be like, I mean, it's a funny meme. Like, I'm probably after this stream gonna tweet, enough time has passed so leveling over Jujutsu Kaisen or some shit. But on some real shit though, like, we haven't even watched the show. We can't really judge it, whether it's better or worse. Like, niggas are just so like quick to come to a conclusion. Y'all don't know shit. We have not seen enough to come to that quick of an answer. Yeah, it's only episode 2, bro. Because like, what if the 3rd episode is just garbage? Or what if it's just like the most crazy shit? You don't know. We got to see what happens. Who had a family? It's all the wife's fault because she had a family with him, which was a red flag. What? Mr. Rant. Just wait till the final scene of this episode. I know for sure they'll get you hyped for real. Apparently the voice actor coughed up blood after recording. What? Damn, this nigga broke his lungs? Like, how crazy did he need to go? They apparently coughed up blood and recording the last couple ones is Joseph from TikTok. Oh, what up, Joseph? That would be a hilarious tweet. Yeah, no, I mean, since I thought of it, I'm going to tweet it, like, literally. I'd bust out laughing in this episode 3. Bro, what is wrong with us? The fact that the most like carnage shit just makes us laugh. Like, I mean, I guess it's how we cope. It's almost as though it was made to be animated because there were so many fights. Like, I remember when they showed the Igris fight in the webtoon, I was like, that was quick. Like, I felt like they were hyping that fight up like it was going to be super epic, and then he killed him in the same chapter. Or, well, I guess it was just so he can recruit. Like, there's so many, like, I still remember when we were reading the webtoon, I'm just like, there's, every time you think, oh, this is the final boss, it's like, there's always a new one, right? Like, when he was first fighting Igris, I was thinking, this is the main boss of this arc. Nah, that was a henchman. Our minds are fucked. Low key, bro. We've just seen so much crazy shit at this point. Like, we just have such a high tolerance. It is funny though. Like, I ain't gonna front. Like, they dying when they talk about the fam. He must have went hard to cough up blood. Yeah, bro. Like, I don't think like any level of voice acting should cause that. I think nigga needs to go to the doctor. He need to get that checked out. Like, he's probably sick. Like, you don't need to be doing all that for a voice acting job. They ain't paying you enough for that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Definitely designed to be more animated. Pacing in the manhwa felt lacking at points. I feel like the pacing was fast. So if you felt like it's lacking, then it's probably because you felt like it should be slower, because it definitely wasn't too slow. Like, definitely can't say that. I sometimes think they should have added more to most of the fights because they would have went harder. Well, once again, so this is what I'm thinking. I'm assuming that the anime is going to expand a lot of those fights, and that's probably why they were so short in the manhwa. And the statue kills someone is funny as hell. It's just the fact that he's just so effortless and indifferent about it. Like, it's not even like they put up a fight. It's not even like they didn't even get it. They didn't even know they died, bro. Like, the death was so instant. Like, honestly, if I wanted to go out, I would probably want to get just nuked, just get deleted like that, because that shit had to be painless. He wasn't even alive to feel that shit. You guys remember he snuck in the one place and fought the mage and added him to his collection? That was super fast. Yeah, he was racking them shit up. He was collecting them niggas like Pokemon, bro. It should have been slower, fleshed out characters a bit more. Well, and I guess once again, there's a novel for that. So I feel like, I'm sure the novel has a lot more of that. It's kind of similar when they adapted God of High School into an anime. I feel like a lot of times when something's adapted from a previous work, especially I can imagine you wrote the novel, right? They probably don't want to tell the whole story again. Like, the story's there already. They probably just figure, even with the webtoon, they probably just figure, read the source material so you don't need all the context, and then watch it visually, and then let the anime finish the rest. Like, yeah, I trust the anime to do that. I wanted to get isekai like that. At least it's painless. Yeah, I know, low key. Leave my shoes behind. You definitely see why he coughed up blood. The voice actor really did not disappoint and really showing the raw emotion Sanjiwoo felt after what happened. Plus, it really sent chills down my spine. I'm concerned though. I don't want anyone to try that hard. That makes me feel guilty watching it. Like that just sounds like some type of marketing shit. Killed the Rise. The voice acting was fucking amazing this episode. Crazy, the voice actor almost died trying to do Sean Schimmel. If I'm about to die, step on me, I statue. I was watching this in my class and my teacher got hooked. Imagine a show so good that your teacher tried to stop and like, wait, hold on. Let's put that shit on the projector. Hold on, class can wait. This man dipped too. See, hey, what does that teach you? What does that teach you? What is the moral of the story here? So when you go on a dungeon raid, right? Just because these hunters are on your squad don't mean they on your team. They don't mean that they built like that, right? The moment they see danger, they gonna drop your ass. I like how they just ignore that he don't have a family. Yeah, they gonna say they got a family and they gonna dip and they gonna leave you legless, laying out there on the altar. Damn, bro. They do not give a fuck. How many limbs he got left to lose, bro? I think he's just used to getting his ass beat, to be honest. I know, he lost a lot of blood, like, and it's still coming out. Damn, look, he's showing his true colors. He was like, I was just being grateful because I knew you were a bitch anyway, just to make you feel better, but fuck you niggas, like, hey, Sung, hey, that's so funny because like he act humble, but low-key, he's like, hey, all y'all are fake. Yo, they picking him up. I wonder if the awakening would have worked if he didn't land perfectly on the altar. He's the realist, bro. He sacrificed himself for all those people. They were all talking about, you the weakest hunter. They were all talking about how strong they were. But look, at the end, they were all pussy. And he's the only one that actually stood and fought, even though he knew that he didn't stand a chance. Hey, you gotta die to be reincarnated. So I know that shit had to hurt though. You have the qualifications to be a player. Will you accept? Your heart will stop in 0.02 seconds. Yes, make us a player. Yes, sir. Damn, he went through it, bro. He deserved to get awakened after that. Oh, actually, let me tell you about a dream that I had last night. So every time that you have a dream, it's like a message from the astral realm. It's telling you something. I don't know what this was necessarily, but let me tell you, let me show you what it was. So in this dream that I had, right? I went into like, I don't even know how to explain. Like, you know, when you're in a dream, you kind of just spawn into places. So I don't really know what this place was, but I did. It was like I spawned in with information about the dimension that I was in, but I had no memory of how I got there, but I had previous memory. So like, I was walking around in this, like, how do I even describe this building? It was like a warehouse, right? And I had this detector and it like detects abnormalities. It starts to like go, and this guy, he was showing me around the place. Like I was asking to look around or something. It was like this bench and I had set my stuff down and I literally look, this was literally in my dream. I don't know why. Both of these vapes were in the dream and I had them set down like underneath the bench. And I was just kind of looking around. Like I wasn't scanning any at first. I was looking around and then the bench had flies coming off of it. And in a dream, when you see flies, it represents death. So that much I know, right? And so I take out my scanner because I'm like, what the heck? Why are there flies coming out from underneath this bench? And it wasn't like a bench. It was hard to explain. It was like, it wasn't like for whatever reason, the stuff that my stuff was underneath, the part of the bench that my stuff was underneath, it was just like, you know, how you can just put stuff underneath, like put your legs under a bench. But then this other half of the bench, it was like closed off. Like there was something in it or something. And I was thinking like, there's a dead body in here or something. And so I take out my thing and start scanning. It goes, and I'm like, whoa. And the funny thing is, the guy, as he was showing me around the place, I noticed he was specifically standing in front of different parts of the room, like that he didn't want me to walk into. And I peeped that he was doing that. And so I saw, boop, boop, whoa. The thing started lighting up. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go. And I asked the man, I was like, can you just hand me my vapes real quick? And he starts looking at me, just like he gets like in my face like this. And when he started looking at me, this is what I started to figure out was a dream. As he was starting to look at me, I was like starting to not be able to talk and I couldn't move. And all I could see was this one eye. And this whole eye, it was just going white. He was just looking at me. I was like trying to talk. I was like, can you give me my shit? Can you give me my shit? And he wasn't saying anything. He was just staring at me. And it was like, I couldn't move and I was like paralyzed. It was like half of this white. And for whatever reason, the thing that I knew that was going to break the paralysis was to basically just tell him why I was there and what I was doing, right? Instead of trying to play it off. So I was like, look, I already went to the spot that I noticed you trying to keep me from, and I already took all the shit down there. So you're not even protecting anything. And I've already taken what I needed from there. And I'm not even going to snitch on you. Like, I'm not even going to tell you there's a dead body here. I just needed this stuff for something that I needed. So you're good on that. And this warehouse has already been hollowed out. I was just inspecting it and wanting to see who runs this building. And I did some like Gojo shit. Like, you know how he puts out his hand to do his like infinite void or whatever? And I was like, what is it that I said? It was something along the lines of like, so is there a problem? You got something to say about that? And then, so the paralysis was gone after that. And I was doing this and he was just being pushed back. And I was like, all right, then. That's what I fucking thought. And I'm going to leave. Oh, also, an interesting thing that happened before the dream, right? This dream was during the day. Like, it was daytime. This was earlier today, right? And I kept opening my like eyes. Like, have you ever been like partially asleep, but you kind of like, you're like in a space between sleep and consciousness, right? I opened my eye the first time and I saw like a shadow, like this ghost coming out of my window. And then I was like, what the fuck? I closed my eyes again. I opened it again and it was dark when I opened my eyes. I opened my eyes again. It was dark. And then I saw a shadow coming out of my TV. And then I could feel like a chill go up my spine. And I was like, wow, that was weird. And then the third time I opened my eyes, I opened them fully and it was daytime. And I was like, okay, that was weird. So those first two blinks, I was just hallucinating it being nighttime. And then after I saw that it was daytime, I closed my eyes again. And that's when I went into the dream. And then I had that whole experience. And then I was like, back the fuck up. It's so funny because, you know, this always happens when I don't even know how to classify a nightmare. Because when people typically describe their nightmares, it was like something scary or something bad happened to them. But every time I have a dream where some entity fucks with me, I always end up beating its ass or telling it to fuck off. So does that really count as a nightmare when it ended with me beating some monster's ass? That sounds like a regular dream to me. I don't know, bro. But yeah, the way that I visualize that though, and see, they tell you not to like have mirrors in your room and things like that because, you know, they're like portals. They allow different energies to come through. And even like, so the TV that I have mounted on my wall is a black mirror. Everything that like our phones, monitors, TVs, they're black mirrors. So entities coming through there too. So that's why they tell you not to do that. The reason why I have a bunch of windows and mirrors and black mirrors in my room, because I don't give a shit. Like, what wants to come through? Like, we will exercise all those niggas bonkai. The fuck are you talking about? Right? So my theory is that since I had these hallucinations of it being night and some entity came in through my window, through my TV, some entities basically invaded my dream and was like, what's good? And I was like, what's good? And then they dipped. So just had to share that experience with y'all. So you know what that tells me? You know what that tells me is that on a spiritual level, I just want the smoke. That's all I got from that. W Dreams picked up to go to Streamers Award and winning Streamer of the Year. That would be boring as fuck. I can do that in real life. The fun dreams is when I got superpowers and there's monsters, shit that isn't realistic. You need to expand your creativity. That sounds like a boring ass dream. My W dream is a bunch of white people congratulating me by some shit that I'm good at that I've been doing already. Like, fuck that shit. Bro, you know, honestly, you know who did this to me? My dad. He ruined my sense of humor because when I was a kid, we used to watch a lot of shows like The Walking Dead, just shows like, or the Blade trilogy. He put me on all this stuff of just slicing up vampires, people getting eaten by zombies, hit by trucks. And whenever some crazy thing like that would happen, he would laugh. So we just find violence funny. And it doesn't seem like, it doesn't make sense, but it is. So like, I don't know, like people, Heavily, you're so insensitive. but it's just so out of pocket sometimes. It's just hilarious. I don't know, bro. But see, this is the whole plot of soul leveling. It's like he did double awaken, but it didn't immediately boost his powers. It just increased his level cap. So now he can train and actually get stronger. Kind of fucked up that if you're awakened in soul leveling, whatever your class, if you're a C rank, doesn't matter how hard you try, you're just never going higher than a C rank. You're just capped off at that. How are you even a hunter at that point? Nigga, send me in. Like, what? He's like, I wonder why they didn't ask about this, because he's the only one who can see it. That's why. Oh, by the way, since we're on the subject of that, peep this, right? It's kind of frustrating. Well, it's just how it is, right? So hopefully a lot of you guys have followed me long enough. You've awakened enough. See the HUD, right? So I have these little Easter eggs on my Instagram. Look, check this out, right? So I have all of these little windows are telling different things, right? See? They're all messages. It's like I'm trying to basically show you guys the inside of my brain visually, right? I don't know if anyone actually looks at these, but one of the things I even said on Instagram Live, I want you to assume, well, it's not even with just me, like even with any type of media, right? And this is one of the things, once again, I'll show you in the story, that everything has some type of meaning. It might not mean the same for you that it is for me, but for me, these little things, they have meaning. And I have some more that I removed from the grid, but the ones that I display, they have context, right? So I just want to take note of that. If you're not like following me regularly on Instagram, then I wouldn't worry about it. But it's just like one of those things. I was talking about this on live on Instagram this morning about how everything has a message behind it. Like, don't just watch things for entertainment. Like every writer, as a writer myself, every writer is trying to tell you their experience. But if they just tell it to you straight, you're not going to relate to it. So they use some type of medium to translate what they're telling you. So try to understand that. Like, a lot of these series are trying to teach you some type of philosophy about how to do shit. Like if you're watching a show and it's about some guy who's in school dealing with bullies, instead of just like, oh, that was fun, and then you go to school and get your ass bullied, maybe take notes. I don't know. Seems like common sense to me, but I just had to point that out because so many people, things go over their head. And I'm just like, I can't believe I had to explain this, but does that apply to hentai? Yes, actually. So check this out, right? A lot of hentai, they have storylines. They actually have storylines. They're trying to add context to it. See, a lot of y'all just watch that shit and you be horny, and that's fine because that's the main appeal. But haven't you noticed that a lot of hentai, the sex scene is like 20% of the show, but it's like 80, it's an actual story. There's an actual plot, right? And a lot of times it's like, there's a message. Japanese people are just weird. They have the audacity to just throw porn into a storyline and then it's just normal. But like there's an actual, it's not like with Western porn where it's just like some poorly acted, poorly scripted, random bullshit to just get to the main event, right? Nah, they be full on like shows. Some of them are fire, bro. Like, have you seen that meme where it's like you trying to jerk off and you watching a hentai and then the plot is so deep. You're like, hold on, I'm invested now, bro. The animation be clean. They be fighting demons. They be doing shit, bro. So now, I mean, I haven't watched hentai in years, so I can't really tell you about any of the messages that might have been in them. But hey, if you catch yourself, you know what I'm saying, dick in hand, and you're like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's something there. You're like, I need to find out if they accomplished their goal. I know, like, you be invested at that point. I need to see this shit through. That state of post-nut clarity is like temporary enlightenment, I swear to God. You be in state of post-nut clarity, be like, man, fuck these bitches. Like, you be feeling like, I don't gotta have sex ever again. What the fuck? I was tripping over nothing, bro. Like, what was I gonna say though? There was something, like, I always like tell people, I said, like, I don't really recommend just like jerking off until your heart's content. Like, that shit is not healthy. That shit is weird. But sometimes it's like, you just gotta knock some sense in yourself and then be like, wait a minute, what was I even tripping over? Because a lot of times it's like, you just got pent up frustration. You just need to get that shit out of your system. And then you're like, oh, like, bro, like, I remember one time I was fucking this chick. And then afterwards, I had all these ideas. And then I went and I was writing all my shit on the whiteboard. And she's like, wow, that was like an Adderall boost for you. Like, I literally got up and I was like, I gotta maximize on this moment of enlightenment. You know what I mean? Like, and see, the other thing too, this is why you'll never catch me in a situation with some chick that sober me wouldn't be attracted to, bring back to my house, because I've had a moment. I've had times where I've flown a chick down, fat ass. Post nut, I was like, who is this bitch? Like, no personality. I was just horny, wasted all that time and money. You know what I'm saying? And after that, I was like, I can't do this shit no more, because it just brought me back. It just brought me back to reality. Like, I need to test online an hour before I nut it. Post that clarity be making me feel like Jimmy Neutron. It be making me be like, what, bro? We need to solve world hunger. We need to cure cancer. Like, we wasting time, bro. What are we doing? You have an ice cream for yours? Bro, best post nut meal. You know the best post nut meal is, ironically, McDonald's, bro. Like, I don't know what it is, but post nut clarity be having double cheeseburgers tasting like the best thing I ever tasted. And then to cap it off with a Sprite. Oh, to sleep after you nut. Bro, so look, check this out, right? Post nut, then you eat some McDonald's, drink some Sprite. Bro, I'm out. That shit is like a tranquilizer dart. Like, bro, they must put crack in that McDonald's Sprite. That don't taste like, I've tasted all types of Sprite. You know what it is? Actually, I can tell you what it is, because I've worked in a fast food place before, right? So when you get regular soda, right? Like, you get some shit in a can or something, it's just been sitting in there, right? But when you drink fountain, like, fountain soda is either the best or worst experience, depending on if it's running out or if it's been freshly restocked. Because if it's running out, basically, they just have like this carbonated water running through, and it's going into all the different flavors, all the different types of sodas, right? And what they do, because I used to do this a lot, it's literally like a syrup. It's like a syrup, like they have all these different packets, and then you squirt the syrup into the container, and it mixes with the carbonated water. So the reason why McDonald's Sprite tastes so insane is because they literally made the Sprite, bro. Like, I don't think you understand. They literally put the Sprite syrup in the carbonated water, and they probably just restock, especially like if you are a McDonald's employee and you know that their Sprite got a reputation, you gonna make sure you gonna always keep that shit stocked, because niggas gonna keep drinking it, right? So they probably just keep that shit so fresh, right? They keep putting that, when they order the different syrup packets for the different sodas, they probably get extra Sprite syrup packets knowing that it's in high demand. So they put that shit in, the chemical reaction is still happening as you're drinking it. So that's why that shit tastes so fresh. They have the syrup in stainless steel. That's the thing too. They got the stainless steel containers too. So that shit is perfect. Like, that's literally the best Sprite you can drink, right? That's factory made, bro. That's homegrown Sprite right there. Like, and they probably sprinkle some crack in it too. Who knows? Like, it be spicy? I don't know about that. I don't know what kind of McDonald's Sprite you drinking. Are you wanting some McDonald's hash browns? I can't picture the McDonald's hash brown flavor. If I'm a hunter, you won't ever catch me in the car when I can jump buildings. Like, that shit is slow at that point. Like, if I can, like, remember when Cha Hai-in last episode, she was leaping off a building. She was parkouring that shit. What do I need? That's like Spider-Man taking an Uber. I'm going to leap to the next district. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm surprised there's not just sidewalks on the rooftops, because us hunters, we gonna be scaling shit. See, here's my question. How often does this happen? Is this like just well, I don't even know. I guess this is Japan in this anime, Korea, whatever. Wherever they got portals open up in the middle of the street while I'm trying to get to work, I'm moving, personally. This is some weird shit too. Why do niggas always do this in movies? I hope I never catch y'all being one of the people where if there's some cataclysmic event, you gonna be posted up behind the caution tape with your phone out. You the first nigga to die. That caution tape ain't keeping you safe. What happens if a monster just decides to pull up out of that portal, right? You clapped. Look at these two. Clapped. That ain't worth a viral clip. I'm sorry, bro. Just let some other dumbass record it and you steal it and then take credit for it. You don't need to put your life in danger. Like, I should get a stipend. If I live in a city where monsters just be pulling up, you gotta pay me like a stimulus check a week or a month just to be in the vicinity. Oh, so you got me fucked up, bro. They just dropped him in there with a giant ass centipede. And he got to run in sand, barefoot too, doing for the character development. Nah, he deserves his power-ups because they be putting his ass through it. I don't think I would have died. I don't think I would have survived, honestly. Damn, the sand followed him back into the hospital room. Yeah, that's true. He do got extra hunter abilities. Okay, Drip getting better? He said we going black now. See, that's what happens, bro. Trauma just makes you have better drip. I don't know what that's all about. Sasuke did the same shit, bro. After getting his ass beat by Naruto. So when y'all see me wearing all black, just recognize real. Like, just know a nigga been through some shit. Like, oh, that's cute. She bought him flowers. Give me a bitch, bring me flowers when I get injured in the hospital. What? Does that affect black people because we're already black? Yeah, it just affects us more. You hate the healer? I mean, she's trying her best, despite the fact that she traumatized beyond repair. After all that she experienced, and she can still leave the house, that takes a lot of balls. She's kind of like Sung. This is probably why they get along, right? They are both trash, but they have guts, though. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, she's a bitch, but she's also a real bitch because in spite of her anxiety, she still puts herself in these situations. I mean, I feel like she mainly does it because of Sung, because she cares about him. And that's even some realer shit, right? She slides for her nigga. I'm the kind of person, if I play a game, and for those of you who watch me game, you know this, I equally distribute my stats, like, because I'm like a flex main, you know what I'm saying? A jack of all trades, if you will. I want to be versatile in this situation because I don't want to have to rely on somebody else to do some shit because I can't do it, right? So yeah, I need to put my stats and everything. I need to make sure I'm smart, make sure I'm strong, make sure, what's another stat? You know, agile. And the thing too, when you have a trainer, they don't know what your limit is. So I'm sitting here, like, there came a point eventually where he's like, go more. And I'm like, nigga, no. Like every time, like, but that's why it's good to have a trainer because they'll push you more than you will yourself, right? Like he would always have me do a little more than I probably would do on my own, right? Because he's just like, you got it. But like something about another nigga being like, keep going. Like I ain't no bitch. So then I would, but then I would be sore as fuck, tired of shit. Then I'd get home, right? Order a gang of food, eat all that shit. I'm done for the day. So if I'm working out 5 times a week, bro, I'm good. That's good for the week, right? So you'd be lucky you got a stream that day. Like, imagine you smash your partner and gate opens in the bedroom, bro. God forbid. You gotta move out at that point. Dead ass. I didn't even think about that. Like, is there a distinct region where the gates open? What if the gate open while I'm clapping cheeks? What if the gate open in a shower? I'm gonna finish my shit. That's for damn sure. Oh, he definitely prioritizing his strength for sure. Hey, if we live in a world like this, I'm definitely putting more stats in strength than intelligence because I gotta run up on niggas. Like, I'd rather survive than be smart and die. So there you go, weave. Reflex is already better. Okay. There you go. Fade these niggas. Okay. Oh, he's slick with it. Oh, well, if he got the grill for his jaw, yeah, no healer. So if you die, you die. Like.